You mean, she continued whispering, he's a gay?
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. I do appreciate it. Today we're jumping back into r/LegbeardStories. We are not quite due for another unfortunate nookie, but we do have another Babybeard saga. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead, try and knock this out. I think we got one more part left. I don't know if that's the end or if I'm just caught up with Little Land Woods. Either way, I would be relatively happy. I'm also happy that we're uploading on Date and Dies again, my creepypasta channel. We are scheduled to the end of February at the moment, which that's a pretty big accomplishment. Sat down, cranked it out for 10 hours yesterday. Dang-o, we're gonna crank it out for 10 more hours today. I don't know how to stop. So let's get started, I suppose. See what I did there? Let's get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we'll go ahead and dive right into some of this Legbeard Stories cringe. A Loathsome Lazy Legbeard, Chapter 4, The Note Button. Yeah, don't touch my no-no square.
Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Your no square, dog! Yay!
Hello, my lovely people of the internet. Hi, Little Ad Woods. Glad to see you back again. I've returned once again with even more stories from my former workplace. Government Hall Drama 101. In today's tale of woe, we delve deeper into, well, I'd say depravity, but this is Babybeard, so it's just kind of cattiness and annoyance, and that might be more accurate. We can't say the B word quite yet because it's early in the video, see? Babybeard is a special motherfly, all right, that needs everyone to know how amazing and special she really is. And I am here as your narrator, anxiously rubbing my hands together as I am ready to douse you all in some delicious cringe. That's right, go ahead, binge the cringe. It's been confirmed safe by the FDA, I'm pretty sure. And if it's not yet, I'll just pay him off. Today's cast list, I will apologize in advance because this might be a bit of a long one, but most of these people you know already. I'm still going to read it out because Little Ann likes to write it a little bit differently each time, which I think is pretty cool. We got Woodsy, that's the OP, 25-year-old toddler-sized geek with a backbone the size of a pebble and a knack for attracting the bearded, be it neck, leg, or fedora. Yeah, but that pebble backbone is starting to grow, and I'm proud of you. I'm very average looking, and the only thing I really have going for me are my eyes. I also have a very bad sense of humor and a tendency to make sarcastic comments. Dems be my best features. After being at the workplace for over 6 months now, I was getting comfortable and had traded my very worksy, casual chic outfits for my more casual geek, especially on days that I didn't have to work with citizens. I was letting my geek flag shine, albeit quite carefully at this point. Yeah, and you work with a bunch of old people, so you know they ain't gonna understand, but that's okay. This is for me, it's not for you. We've also got Tom, my supervisor, a very nice, thin man with very neat clothes that never had a hair out of place. He was a quiet guy that knew everything about his job, but felt like he was very out of place in his role as a supervisor since he hated conflict and just simply didn't know how to handle it. He once confided in me that since he was the youngest person working there after me and Babybeard, he felt like he didn't have the authority to reprimand people who were almost twice his age. I didn't realize Tom was so young. That's hilarious. Come here, Grandpa. Have a sit down. You need a little talking to. The elder coworkers seemed to agree with that statement, and his quiet demeanor did not help to alter that conviction. I may have been a bit sour about him in the last few stories, and that's mostly because of the fact that he never had our backs. Not against supervisors, not when there was inner turmoil, not when I became disabled, but I also know that as a person, he was really nice. He just couldn't handle the pressure, and I do understand that. Surely he could have talked to somebody, stepped down into a lesser position, but see, he didn't want to give up that pay raise. That's what it's all about. I don't know anything about Tom. That's all just presumption. I'm not trying to come at him like that, all right? We got Amanda. Ooh, a new one. A woman in her 40s, very strict and correct. She was a no-nonsense kind of person, and one of my most favorite people in the entire government. Wow. She was not a chatty woman, and kept her feeling close to her heart. And though she sometimes pretended that she didn't have one, she was one of the sweetest people that I knew. Yeah, hard on the outside, squishy on the inside. It's just like, well, everybody that I know. My wife, me, Ramtide. That's just how it be in these days and times. She was smart, stern, and even though she was so skinny she looked like she would break in half, she was strong, both mentally and physically. She had multiple side businesses, and if you ever wonder where all the energy that those old worn-out geezers I worked with went, don't worry, Amanda found it all. Energy for days. She, Lady, and Tom were the backbone of the office, and the only people there that actually seemed to want to improve the place. Yeah, she's on that boss bitch side hustle. See, I can say the B word because we're deeper into the video now. We also got Lady. Lovely lady. A long, thin woman that was quiet, intelligent, and had a devious streak to her. She heard everything, and when she trusted you not to tell anyone else, she was a bit of a gossip. It's funny that when it was just Tom, Amanda, her, and I in the office, she would talk all day. But when someone else from the team arrived, it was like her tongue was glued to the roof of her mouth. Loose lips sink ships. But yeah, a leak has got to spring somewhere. I can't hold all these dirty secrets to myself forever. Sit down, let me tell you a tale. Lady saw everything, and for some reason, really loved our country's Temptation Island. This has no relevance to the story. I just always laughed so much at her renditions of last night's episode. I have never seen an episode, and I didn't have to because she told me everything. I mean, whatever gets you through the day, I guess. It ain't for me, but I'm glad somebody's still watching it, I guess. So, as you can imagine, Babybeard's antics were hilarious to her, and anything she said when I wasn't there would be told to me anyways. Sounds like a good person to have on your team. Rena worked for the Office of Marriage. She was a mousy, happy, and very calm woman. She had 2 kids and always looked a bit tired. Huh, I wonder why. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. You think it might be because of the 2 toddlers running around at 5 a.m. each morning? Nah, couldn't be. Just kidding. She was very nice. And of course, last but not least, or probably least actually, our one and only reincarnated disgruntled grandma herself, Babybeard, cheering in the background. She was the most beautiful woman in all the land, with a wit that would put Ryan Reynolds to shame, and an intelligence Einstein could only dream of. Oh, her betrothed was the most elegant and beguiling man from here to the farthest reaches of the globe. She had all that her tender heart desired. All except that thorn in her side, that little scratch on the otherwise untainted, perfect marble mural that was her life. And that scratch was me, Or at least that's how she saw things. It's beautiful. She compares herself to OP and somehow sees reflected back every single one of her own inadequacies, and she's just having a really hard time living with it. To all of our amusement. From where I was sitting, she was a plump woman that had raided her grandmother's grave. The vitriol is growing stronger. The heat is being brought. She didn't bother to air out that mothball smell and sweat stains, and she thought that the height of fashion was woolen tights with sunflowers on them. I heard Lululemon is hot right now. Hair was in a messy bun at the back of her head like a grumpy 40s school teacher, with a jaw that could easily break nuts better than an actual nutcracker. Oh, God. She had giant round glasses that did nothing for her eyes. For those who don't know, glasses, especially ones that haven't had the thickness reduced, make your eyes look really small. Oh man, I didn't get that until now. We gotta work on the thumbnail art a little bit. Nah, it's fine. She also had a very thin, lipless, but stretched out mouth that even when smiling, still pointed downwards somehow. She wasn't stupid, per se, but seemed very unwilling to learn anything new, and was a bit of a technophobe. You're 30. You were there during the rise of computers. She really is a boomer in a millennial body. This is crazy. It was just a fact that I picked up the material quicker than she did, but instead of trying harder, she decided that she'd just try pulling me down instead. As for her fiancé, I've never met him. Only saw some pictures of him one day when Lady asked me to show her a picture of my boyfriend, and Baby instead yelled that her boyfriend was the most beautiful man in the world, and shoved her phone, which she upgraded to a smartphone, which she made me install to it, into Lady's face. I accidentally insulted her. For once, I really didn't mean to. I just said, how much older is he than you? It's probably not a great question to ask, but yeah, if you're curious, you're curious. This dude looked almost 40, with a Friar Tuck bald spot and a very deep widow's peak. Apparently, he was 33, same age as Baby. My bad. She never showed me her pictures again after several more coworkers asked the same question. Dunked. I mean, it's good. You're proud of your significant other and whatnot, but I think people would meet that with a little more tact if you were a more tactful person. As it is, nobody feels bad trashing your fiancé. He's attached to you, so I'm sorry. It has to be done. So, with the introductions out of the way, onwards to the cringe. But first, a bit of edification. Some Romeo and Juliet parody. To have or be a baby? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to whine the pencils and pens of righteous outrageousness, or to take arms against a sea of tantrums, and by opposing, end them, to cry, to weep no more, and by a weep to say we bend, the headache and the thousand natural shirks, that cringe is heir to, 'tis a constipation, devoutly to be wished, to cry, to weep, perchance to scream? Aye, there's the rub, for in that scream of nothing, what may come, when we have strangled off this mortal cretin, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long strife. For who would bear the quips and scorns of beards, the presser's wrong, the proud man's folds, The pangs of incompetence rings, the law's delay, the insolence of office and the laziness. With disregard, their beardiness turn awry, and lose the name of baby. Alas, poor baby, I knew her well. I know that's not from the same scene, but shush. It's perfect. I love it. You've taken a couple of the most popular speeches from one of the most timeless plays and you've bastardized them beautifully. So, tip of the hat, not a fedora. So we get into part one. A gay? A gay. Yeah, all right. After my birthday and the whole ring kerfuffle, I had gained some thicker skin. And although I still helped baby, I'd started helping all my coworkers. Why was this necessary? One word: digitizing. Yes, that's right, dear readers. The government was going digital. Only 30 years behind the ball, but yeah, you trying. He's got the right idea. All birth certificates that are now made are purely digital. No hard copies exist, not since spring of 2018. And with this, a new wind flew into the office. It raised eyebrows, lifted tired hands onto computers almost as old as they were, and whispered the demonic language of the internet in their ears. Be afraid, boomer. Be very afraid. For me, this transition was probably the easiest, since I hadn't been working there very long and I was pretty tech savvy. So I spent most of my day walking from one computer to another, telling coworkers what buttons to press, or what laws had changed with the great digitization. Babybeard, who had a hard time enough keeping up as is, fell even further behind and had decided that I was now her personal assistant. Yeah, never. Not in life. You paying me for that? Doesn't matter. Not gonna do it. Whether I was in the front or the back office, if she needed help, she was at my desk. If I had a day off or she had a late shift, she would call or text me at home. How did she get your number? That's a mistake. And me, sad sap that I was, felt the need to help her. Bleh. For some reason, I'm unable to say no when someone asks for help. That still hasn't changed, and although I feel like I'm stronger, I cannot say with certainty that I wouldn't still help her today. Oh, look at that, Woodsy. You got a heart the size of Russia. You could fit millions in there. But I definitely wouldn't. 2 strikes and you're out. I don't even go to the 3rd strike because I know what's going to happen after 2. Forgiveness is good. Turning the other cheek is good, but people like this, they will only take advantage. However, I had increased my snide comments and didn't hold back when she felt the need to show her superiority over me. But this is just funny. Lady, baby, Agatha, and I were sitting in the office during break. We were talking about how we got into government, and baby jokingly exclaimed, "Ha! Woodsy! The only reason you got in is because you slept with Tom!" Yeah, talk about a non sequitur. Okay. I busted out laughing. So did Lady, so did Agatha. Babybeard turned red. She obviously did not expect this reaction and was angry that her remark didn't elicit the desired response. What'd she expect? Just like anger, or you get up and storm out or something like that? Laughter diffuses most things. I laugh really easily in my personal life and also in these stories. What? Babybeard exclaimed, annoyed. Why is that so funny? Why are you laughing? It could happen. Only making us giggle more. OP finally catching her breath. I'm pretty sure that Jerry wouldn't like that. What? Who's Jerry? Baby cried out angrily and confusedly. His boyfriend, lady smirked. You mean? Oh, there it goes. Now all the pieces are falling into place. The baby's angry red face became spotted as her anger turned to shock. You mean, she continued whispering, he's a gay?
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Oh, God, it never gets old. Ah, yes, a gay. Oh, I need a minute. Yes, a gay had snuck into the building. Unknowingly to Babybeard. And furthermore, he had been her supervisor. By Jove, whatever shall she do? But we all know, dear readers, where there is one, there are soon to follow more. After all, a gay is never alone. Together, they are the gays. I can't breathe. Jesus, that's so funny. I felt it necessary to inform Baby of this, lest she find out on her own. Imagine the shock. Better to rip off the Band-Aid swiftly. So is Amanda. A gay. I mean. I couldn't contain my smirk and saw my smile reflected in the faces of Agatha and Lady. Babybeard gasped so exaggeratedly that I couldn't help but laugh. I mean, this was ridiculous. Woman, just because you look like you grew up in the 50s doesn't mean that this is the 50s. Baby actually looked disgusted by the idea, which only encouraged the others. Woodsy's mom is trans, Lady added, pouring fuel on the fire. Deborah from the Secretariat is a gay and is dating a trans woman, Agatha continued. Babybeard's head is gonna explode at this point. How did all these gays sneak into the office? I'm having such a hard time getting over it. This apparently broke poor sheltered Babybeard, who turned red once more and stomped off, never to be seen again. Well, at least, until the break ended and she begrudgingly stared daggers at us, one by one, for the rest of the day. At least she wasn't talking, I guess. The effect didn't really hit its mark, as it is very hard to stare down 3 people all at once. Of course, by the end of the day... Oh, my brain is broken now. Of course, by the end of the day, everyone had heard Baby's reaction, courtesy of Agatha and Lady, and for the rest of the week, now and then you could hear people sneak a gay into a conversation when Baby was passing by. God. A good thing that came out of this is that Baby stopped running to Tom every 5 minutes when someone had scorned her. The bad thing is that she started resenting Tom, and at one point came close to getting him fired. She found another sounding board, however, one that had proven to be about as effective at handling complaints as jumping into a pool to avoid getting wet from the rain. And that was Legbitch, who we talked about a bit in the Lavender Beard saga. Maybe she'll get a saga of her own someday. It's gonna be really short though. She sat there and did nothing. The end. Oh, God. That was a really good one. Part 1 got me really good. Now we'll see how part 2 stacks up. And that is Baby presses the note button. She's a technophobe. She shouldn't be pressing any buttons. Isn't she scared of that? She doesn't know what could happen. Anyways, to celebrate the successful launch of the Digitizing, we had an office party. Everyone pretended for just one day that our systems hadn't been down for an entire month. And the country was woefully unprepared to deal with the amount of digital information that had to be entered each and every day, frying the servers at least twice a day. No, we didn't think about that. Today, at least, we ate, and we drank, and we got to know the other departments. Ain't that just like government? Hey, this thing's broke. Whatever, let's get some catering. This is when I first got introduced to the Department of Marriage, with whom we did share a back office, but not the front office at this time. And since my desk was in the front, I did most of my back office tasks there, so I hadn't really gotten to know any of them. Babybeard took it upon herself to introduce me to everyone, making one snide comment after another. She had been getting on my last nerve, and I was so done with the backhanded comments and the thinly veiled insults. I have a very high tolerance, maybe higher than it should be. And today, she pushed it. What? Push what? The note button? I was hoping she was just gonna like delete all the digitized information. That would be the best, and then she gets fired. Game over. But no, instead today, Baby introduced me to Rena, and Rena and I talked for a little bit, and then Rena said one of the nicest things that anybody has ever said to me, and although I know it's not really true, it did make me feel really nice. You always look so elegant, Woodsy. It's really nice to meet you in person. See? How sweet is that? Rena definitely has some etiquette, some tact. Telling somebody they look elegant while they're wearing a Star Wars t-shirt? No, I don't mean to come at Woodsy. She knows I mean it with all the love in the world. Of course, if she saw me sitting behind my desk right now in my onesie, she wouldn't say that, but it was so sweet and it made me blush.
Huh?
Babybeard exclaimed.
If you'd actually know her, you'd know she was a crude, piggy freak.
Yeah, pot, meat, kettle. How about that?
What is going on?
And there was where she went very, very wrong. She hit my trigger word. Crude? Maybe. I can be crude sometimes. Piggy? I have no idea. But freak? Oh, no, you fucking don't! I had been bullied a lot in high school. I'll spare you the details as I went into weepy woe is me more than enough in the last chapter. Anyone who was a 90s kid that was raised on Magic the Gathering, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Star Trek knows what it is like to be a giant nerd in high school and how popular that makes you. Yes, I do. Popularity's overrated, but nobody wants to be judged for liking the things that they like, goddammit. I'm pretty sure many of the people reading this story can paint themselves a picture of the kind of fun punishments that the cool kids thought up. The physical and the verbal bullying is undoubtedly universal, no matter how unfortunate that sounds. But, we got him in the end. Everyone's a geek now. Right you are. And no, you can't play D&D with me. Honestly, I didn't suffer that much bullying, mostly because, I don't know, when I was 13, I was 6 foot whatever. So people were a little bit intimidated by big old Dayton walking around the high school. I actually got into a couple of fights with people who was bullying my friends. I was the anti-bully, all right? So yeah, Freak was a word that OP heard a lot. As creative as high school kids are, they really liked this word and it stuck. It is mine now. They can't have it back. And if someone tries to use it on me now, I get angry. The anger had been rising for months, and now she had pressed the note button. I got up very slowly and said, "Go fuck yourself," to her very calmly and walked out of the room. Now that is elegance, isn't it? I knew that Babybeard would not let me have the last word, and as I suspected, she followed me.
I'm sorry, okay?
I heard a voice behind me.
But that was so rude, and you're going to apologize to me right now.
Me? Apologize to you? I lost my cool. I see myself as a nice person, maybe a little too nice. Maybe a little more spice would do me some good, but I'm just not built that way. I'm not good at a lot of things. I'm a bit socially awkward, especially around people I don't know. I don't always say the right things, and I can be brutally honest, like what happened with Babybeard's fiancé. But there's one thing I'm very good at, and that's reading people. I find it very easy to see people's insecurities, and usually I try to lift them up. Oh, you use your powers for good. All right, tell me what my insecurities are. I need a list. Try to make them feel better about the points that they feel bad about. Unless you make me angry. Then I'm going to use that knowledge to tell you exactly why everything you think is bad about yourself is completely true. Is it nice? No, but it is effective. And I was done. Let me make this very fucking clear to you, Babybeard. If anyone here is a crude pig, it's you. Your constant need for attention is not only obvious and obnoxious, but it's annoying and just sad. Just like your attempts at putting me down. Stop putting your own insecurities onto me. I'm gonna put this into words that maybe you can understand. No matter how far you try to push me down, you'll never get me that low that I would ever reach your level. I wouldn't even know how to sink that low. I'd recommend trying to elevate yourself, but we both know that that would take effort and brains. I'd say take a guess which one you're lacking, but we both know that it is both of those things. You always talk about,
What a bitch your mom is, always berating you and putting you down.
You're afraid you might turn into her? Bitch, you are her. Oh, it's a delicious firebomb. You are just a sad little girl. How are you ever gonna raise a child when you can't even take care of yourself? You are pitiful. That's what you are. Grow the fuck up and leave me alone. From now on, you are on your own. No more hand-holding. You can do it your goddamn self.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, catharsis. Yes. I love it. And then I left, leaving a stunned Babybeard behind. I didn't go back to the party, and instead went to do some work. In actual fact, I just tried to calm down. Did I go overboard? Definitely. Did it feel good? Maybe at the time I was saying it, but afterwards I felt like a horrible human being. And by the time I got home, I was preparing for my apology speech. No, no, no!
No. Wait.
2 steps forward, 1 step back. What is this stuff? Just let it stick. Let it sink in. You don't need to take any of it back, OP. I'm sure the comments will back me up on this. She deserved it. 100%. You didn't say anything that wasn't completely true. Maybe it's just tough love that she needs to shape up. I do not want the apology speech to happen, but I know it's going to. At least we got a little taste of that heat. God damn, that was good. I love that. I told my roommates what I had done, and they pretty much whacked me over the head when I said I wanted to apologize. Yes, listen to them! They were proud of what I'd done, but I just felt like I used sensitive information against someone and felt like a bad person. Is that sensitive information? This is all pretty much stuff that a blind person could see, right? I don't think it takes all that much insight to figure out what kind of person Babybeard is. But they were also right. That if I did apologize, she would have me under her thumb for as long as we worked together. And I really did not want to go back to the way things were. No more punching bags, so when the day after that I went back to work, I didn't say a word to her and just went to my desk. So imagine my surprise when she followed me there and said,
I'm sorry.
Oh, God. I looked up. Sorry for what? I asked calmly.
What?
Babybeard looked confused. What are you apologizing for? I asked again. You are apologizing, so what is it that you are sorry for? It's a tactic that I used to do on the playground with rowdy children after I'd put them in timeout. I thought, if she behaved like a child, maybe I should just treat her like one.
I'm sorry, okay? Will you help me again now?
She grunted. I smiled. Ah, there it is. No, I smiled and went back to my screen. I'm so proud of you, OP. Oh, look at her there, brushing off the haters, growing up into an elegant woman.
I'm sorry for calling you bad names and making fun of you. There, you happy now?
She eventually blurted out angrily. Very, I said, still not raising my head and still smiling.
Now will you help me?
Nope. But thank you for the apology. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some work to do. God damn it. Babybeard stomped off. Now, I would love to end the story here. Me finally holding my ground, Babybeard having to fend for herself, but we all know I didn't grow a spine in a day, and eventually I would start helping her again. No. I can only hope she at least learned a lesson and wind it back, but we all know that beards don't really do that too much. I did make her look it up when I knew she couldn't find it on her own, though. She didn't try to humiliate me anymore after that either. In fact, she became clingy. Ugh, that might be worse. Like I was her best friend ever! I don't know how that happened. She would still talk shit behind my back, but by then she made pretty much everyone hate her, and she talked smack about everyone to everyone, so yeah, super smart. Smart.
I am too smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T.
Thank you all for reading. I had a lot of fun writing this. It brought up a lot of bad memories of high school, but it also reminded me that I have come a very long way, and I'm still improving and growing each and every day. My mom always said that we woodsies fall a lot, but we always get back up, one step at a time. Next chapter in the Babybeard story will be the last. The dreaded wedding is upon us.
Oh yeah!
Another Legbeard wedding. I hope they get divorced in the epilogue after 6 months, just like Legbeard of my nightmares. I love you all so much. Everyone on the ReddX Discord is so nice, and I really love being able to be a part of it. I'm going to leave you off with just this one last thing. When the mountain in front of you just seems too big to be obtainable, Don't forget to turn around now and then and look behind at the abyss that you got out of, one step at a time. I have a lot of favorite stories on this channel, but I swear that this is one of the top among them. First, we got a gay, which I couldn't stop laughing. And then at the end, I continued laughing, and Woodsy stood up for herself and dropped a giant firebomb right on top of Babybeard. The beard wound it back, and I mean, she was still insufferable, but she was insufferable in a different way now, which I guess that's progress. Jesus, I really like the way that this saga is shaping up. I think I like it more than Lavender-Beard, as a matter of fact. Then again, I don't know. Lavender-Beard was definitely a pretty funny creep, also a really creepy creep, but Babybeard just hits different because you guys are basically peers and she's competing with somebody that she can't possibly hope to compete with. And it's fun to watch her fall down. Definitely proud of you, Woodsy, for, picking yourself back up, giving the tough love where it is needed. I mean, being a part of the Discord server, a mod at that, being a patron, writing multiple sagas. Just a huge pillar of this community. So thank you very much, Little Ann Woods. I hope that you guys will show her love in the comments. If you did enjoy this episode, maybe show me some love by liking, commenting, and or subscribing, and maybe even sharing the video around. We also got all kinds of links down in the description if you should like to dig through there. Plugs, playlists, podcast, Twitter, Discord, Facebook. Oh, there's so much stuff. We've also got my Patreon and my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons. I'd like to thank them all. As usual, Jerry much. So, thank you. Robert Waits, Camille Sarah, Logan Wolf, Conrad Ingy. Hey, Mr. ReddX, thanks for sending me them fun bucks. Landlord Jerry says my legs are safe for now. Think about Landlord Jerry, he comes back every month. There ain't no keeping that guy down. Captain Clown Jerry, Hong Kong, Aaron W, Twisted Child, Saruano Ash, Cinnamon Susie, For Old Lang Syne. Irari is back to this since it's just more fun. Yeah, I take that. Jari the Pirate, Silent Revolver, Jerry, the OG, Jerry, it's really him. Jerry Kitsune, Satori, 211 Jerry, the Fellowship of Jerry. Yeah, we got it right here. A Jerry of Jubilantly Juggling Jerrys, a Justy Jargonian Jerry, Alunia Demonista, Althea Blue, Anunnaki, Assassin Pug Jerry, Bang Bang, Aurora Wildheart, AXN Grizzly, Baby Jerry, oh, it's so cute, Bailey Joy, Bearded Jerry, watch out for that guy, Beards, oh, Jaws theme and beard noises, and then just eating Doritos at the end. Bitch Gremlin, Blade the Hero, Blip Blip Jerry, Catholic Jerry, formerly Atheist Jerry, but the Inquisition showed me the light. Commander J Tank, Confederate Jew, Dennis Dayton, Dinosaur Nightlight, Disposable Waifu, Dr. Larks, Emergent Jewel, fell down this pipe running from a walking mushroom thing, it's Mr. J, Frozen Over Studios, Fire Drake, Gypsy, Adrian BR, I can't help falling in love with Jerry. I'm Slim Jerry, yes, I'm the real Jerry, all you other Slim Jerrys are just imitating Irish pirates, top of the barn into ya. Itchy nuts, just scratching, bro. A pimp named J Crisp, yes, you have to say the whole thing. J.M. Coon, Jennifer Schaefer, Jerry Smith Barbatus Cervicus, Jerry Blacktail, Jerry Nice, Jerry Evil, Jerry the Outlaw Mother Trucker, Honk Honk, Jerry was a racer driver, I got my super back, and we went round 2, but my tires hit a bunch of marbles and it spun out. Yeah, that'll happen. Hope you're all right. John Hero, John, Jerry, Jingleheimer Schmidt, Simbufa, because if you're boofing, it's free. KJW, Kajow, Crewhee, Miss Monday, Lord Jerryo, like and subscribe. It's a good one. Lady Dix, Marble Jerry was on their way to stop Tom Rat Jerry from dealing on their turf when their van was attacked by an STI. Oh, now we get the other side of the story. Melgar the Destroyer, Metal Factor. 9 out of 10 dentists agree that he is more metal than Arthur Henry, Jerry, Tom, and ReddX. Well, that's just not true. I agree with the 10th dentist. Mr. Carrot 797, Natari, Needless King 89, Nightmare Jerry. Oh no, Origami Steve hit Jerry with a bag of marbles after catching him cheating with Tom. That's why he's not Origami Jerry Steve anymore, see? They got a divorce, see? So sad when that happens. Patron Saint of Chicken Nuggies, Saint Jerry, Phantom of the Pines, Jerrykins and Jerry Beth, Ramtide Lacromates, Rose, Jerry Miller, TSM Kirby, Sarita the Lolita, Sassy Octopus, Silo Imp, slipped on the marble and into the neckbeard world. Welcome to my world. Stables, aka Jerry Yeet, Stephanie Goodner, Synaptic Boomstick, Brilliant Tamago, Tapioca Boogaloo, Teddy the Police, Tenta Monster, the Italian Greyhound, Dino, whatever, the Token Trans Queen Jerry, funny name pending. True Fusky, Tom, but it's the Jerry on the inside that counts. Church, Unbusy Bee, V3 Prime, welcome friend, Viking Jerry, WikiTac, Will Mags, Comrade Mooney, Kira, not another Jerry, yes you are, welcome to the fold, you're a wizard Jerry, Redwind, not a Viper, Side Jerry the Cyborg, Saints Blessing, a normal Jerry, JP, the best daily berry snack promise swears it's just a fact and it's totally science and it's lightly toasted, Hunter of Jerry's, Devour of all things tasty, it's Tom, Admiral T-Tank, Amber Alder, Atomic Jerryzilla, Breaker of the Tom Army, AZ, Babsy Coon, Barbushka's Radiated Jam, Bartender Delia, Blue Dubs, Broken Spine Horseradish. But look, I made you some content. Date, you're my favorite. Open wide. Ah, Cake Jerry. Yeah, that's original different Jerry right there. California Jerry Girl, Chevron 7 Locked, Corporal Admiral Furry Warrior Woo Jerry, Quip Titties, Defon Jerry, DM Beard, a roll for seduction, Dopamine Dane Jerryus, Electrical Fennec, Ghost of Alpha, Heek Not, Holy Berry Jerry, Hydra Jerry Solomons, Janitor Jerry, Feather Crater Cringe and Marbles out by the dumpster. It happens. Jeffrey, Geralt of Rivia. Jerry and Tom versus Happy New Year's Webby Apocalypse. Jerry the Sussy Baka. Jerry's mom has got it going on. Jerry Oldo Rivera. You check out that mustache. Jerry Bean. Yum. Jerry Roxas. Yay. Jerry's STI pit maneuver the van to save the marbles. We're getting a lot of conflicting stories in here. Jerry role-playing game featuring the obligatory furry PC, Freddy Fazbeard, Judge Jerry and Executioner, Kid Marvelous. Hey, it's King Tom, smasher of Jerry Zillas, Kitzikin, Life of Guardian, Little Ann Woods, Lucia Lovecraft, Chia, CD, maybe next time Milkfed Gimp, Miss Duchess, Not Invisible Angel, One Leg Jerry makes a marble deposit in Dayton's bank. Bro, if I opened up a bank, I would embezzle so hard. Orgamic Cam, put your emotions on hold and let's talk about these nuts. Ghosty, Raptor Art, she's my Jerry Pie. Go drink a Mountain Dew, what a big surprise. Sheep Jerry working at Joanne's Fabrics. They don't carry marbles. Snary, that's Snob Jerry. Spoonie the Rogue, Spoopy Scary Jerry Ton. Techno Dubs, the Jerry Fellowship of the Marble. Oh, we going on a grand adventure. The Necro Jerry Com, the Not Gaslighting Jerry. There's no war in Red Sing Say. Some ReddX Industry branded marbles. The original Jerry is not the X card. Hey, welcome to Infinite Jerry and beyond. Tuna Fish Jerry, oh the cod. I keep trying to swim around, but I'm dummy thick, and the slap of my tail fins keeps alerting the bears. Tom Promise, Jerry swears. Oh no, bad Jerry. Tom, be good boy, don't swear. It's just facts. So he's nice. Go ahead, look it up. It'll be another ReddX video. And big shout out to my $1 patrons as well. Indeed, the Jerry army still out there, still marching towards victory, and I do thank you guys so much, helping me to pay for the editor, the thumbnails, the podcast. I mean, the Patreon is absolutely huge for this channel, so if other people want to sign up, I would be quite indebted, but if you can't afford to do it right now, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, and I hope that you'll come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. In order to do so, you need to keep yourself safe out there, wash your hands, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe like go watching some more ReddX videos. Please. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one, and until then, bye-bye.